Welcome to back to Moto World Day, where engines roar, metal breathes, and machines rise beyond imagination. Today, we take you into the heart of something extraordinary, a mechanical juggernaut not built for the streets, but for war zones, dominance, and raw destruction. Tease a broken bar is the Omega Wrath. From the very first glance, the Omega Wrath doesn't ask for attention, it demands it. This tank isn't a vehicle, it's a living, breathing fortress on treads. Every inch of its body is sculpted with brutal geometry, angled plating, jagged contours, and a stance that radiates aggression. The surface is coated with a matte anti-reflective skin, blending stealth and intimidation in a way that's unmistakably lethal. But it's not just about looks. The Omega Wrath is armored with next-generation composite plating, a blend of reactive layers, nanofiber mesh, and kinetic absorption materials. It doesn't just resist impact, it absorbs and converts energy into power reserves for onboard systems. In the middle of chaos, this machine only gets stronger. Underneath that beastly shell sits a hybrid powertrain that shatters expectations. We're talking about a fusion diesel core capable of delivering over 2,000 horsepower. This engine doesn't just move the Omega Wrath, it launches it. Despite its massive weight, it can hit top speeds of 80 km per hour on flat terrain and maintain 50 through urban debris, desert sands, or mountainous trails. It's got to work for days in the attitude of a heavyweight fighter that never backs down. Its treads are no less impressive. Reinforced with self-healing polymers and carbon titanium links, they can shrug off mines, shrapnel, and rough terrain without flinching. A fully adaptive suspension system gives it supreme control at tilts, leans, and stabilizes with a mind of its own. Whether it's climbing ruins or smashing through barriers, the Omega Wrath doesn't stop. Inside, the cockpit is like something from a sci-fi epic. 3 crew members operate this monster from a fully sealed, enhanced command pod. Panoramic screens, augmented reality targeting, and an aerial response interface make this machine feel more like an extension of the body than a traditional vehicle. There's no steering wheel here, just synchronized control, precision input, and battle-born instinct. And when it comes to firepower, the Omega Wrath brings an arsenal that could shake the ground beneath your feet. At the core of its offense is a 155mm electrothermal rail cannon, a devastating fusion of chemistry and electromagnetics. This weapon fires smart shells at hypersonic speed, tearing through armor, fortifications, and anything unlucky enough to be in its path. Whether from 2 kilometers out or point blank, the impact is always final. Flanking the main gun are dual 30mm autocannons, mounted on gyroscopic arms for maximum range and mobility. These are equipped with eye tracking to handle air threats, drones, and fast-moving ground targets. Need more? It's got a mini vertical missile silo in the rear, housing 8 micro-missiles designed for saturation strikes. These are swarm-coded, and can overwhelm even the most sophisticated defense systems. And just when you think that's all, the Omega Wrath deploys its secret weapon: autonomous aerial drones, stored internally and launched on command. These drones provide real-time surveillance, target acquisition, and remote engagement. They can jam radar, mark targets, or eliminate threats independently. But what truly sets the Omega Wrath apart is its defense intelligence: a fully autonomous 360-degree detection grid, a radar, lidar, thermal imaging, and acoustic sensors. They scan the battlefield at all times. The eye processes threats faster than any human could, deploying smoke screens, decoys, or EMP blasts within milliseconds. And if a projectile gets too close, a kinetic interceptor launches from the turret and vaporizes it midair. Even psychological warfare is part of its arsenal. With its depth frequency emitter, it sends waves of dread across enemy lines. Communication gets jammed, morale crumbles, and chaos spreads out before a single shot is fired. In battle simulations, the Omega Wrath has already proven itself as a top-tier predator. It doesn't just survive enemy encounters, it dominates them. It adapts, evolves, and outsmarts everything thrown its way. While most tanks are built to take damage, the Omega Wrath is built to end fights before they begin. It isn't just about war, it's about engineering ambition, pushing boundaries, and forging a path where no machine has dared to tread. Every bolt, Every circuit, every welded seam in the Omega Wrath is a symbol of what happens when vision meets relentless innovation. And for those who think this is just a concept, think again. Field tests are already underway. Analysts are calling it the most intelligent, efficient, and terrifying ground machine of the decade. It doesn't represent the future. It is the future, and it's already here. For us at Moto World, machines like the Omega Wrath aren't just mechanical stories, they're legends in the making. Whether it's a roaring superbike or a battlefield monster like this one, we live for the thrill, the power, and the unmatched engineering behind every creation. So if you're as obsessed with machines that defy logic and redefine limits, make sure to subscribe, like, and stay locked in. We've got more coming your way, more power, more madness, more Moto World. This was the Omega Wrath, not just a tank, but a declaration. Until next time, keep your engines warm and your spirit wild.